The insane truth about Tencent, the $400 billion empire that controls the internet. Imagine a company so powerful that it controls how over 1 billion people talk, play, shop, and even think online. A company whose apps are used more times a day than Google, whose games generate more money than Xbox and PlayStation combined, and whose influence quietly shapes global entertainment, from Hollywood movies to your favorite mobile games. That company isn't Apple. It's not Google. It's Tencent, a $400 billion empire that dominates the digital world without most people even realizing it. This is the untold story of how a small Chinese startup transformed into the world's largest internet company, and how it quietly built a digital empire that runs on data, addiction, and influence. The beginning, a copycat with a plan. Our story begins in 1998 in Shenzhen, a city buzzing with factories, ambition, and the birth of China's tech revolution. A 27-year-old computer engineer named Pony Ma Huateng co-founded a small startup called Tencent. Back then, China's internet was just emerging. Inspired by the messaging app ICQ, Pony Ma launched OICQ, a near clone that let users chat online. It wasn't original, but it worked. Within months, millions signed up. When ICQ's parent company, AOL, threatened legal action, Ma simply rebranded it to QQ and kept growing. By the early 2000s, QQ had become more than chat. It was a lifestyle. Users customized avatars, played games, and bought virtual items. It was colorful, addictive, and deeply social, exactly what young China craved. Tencent discovered something powerful. People didn't just want communication, they wanted connection, and QQ became its beating heart, from messaging to monopoly. But Pony Ma wasn't content with a single hit. He knew trends fade, ecosystems last, so Tencent turned QQ into an all-in-one platform. QQ Games, QQ Music, QQ Mail, all designed to keep users inside its world. It became one of the first companies to master the idea of a super app, chatting, shopping, gaming, and payments, all under one roof. Revenue exploded from virtual goods, subscriptions, and ads. Teenagers spent real money upgrading digital lives. By 2005, Tencent was listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, earning hundreds of millions a year. But Pony Ma was already looking ahead. The internet was going mobile, and he knew whoever ruled smartphones would rule the future. The birth of WeChat, China's digital universe. In 2011, Tencent launched WeChat, and the digital world changed forever. At first, it seemed like another messaging app, but it quickly evolved into a complete digital ecosystem. You could chat, share photos, order food, book taxis, pay bills, or even invest, all inside one app. While Western users juggled dozens of apps, China just used WeChat. It became so essential that leaving it was like leaving the internet itself. Businesses, governments, and families all relied on it. The real power came from WeChat Pay, which replaced cash for over 1 billion users. Every payment, every message, every purchase flowed through Tencent, turning WeChat into a virtual economy of its own. By the mid-2010s, Tencent wasn't just a company anymore. It was China's digital infrastructure. Gaming, the empire expands. While WeChat ruled communication, Tencent quietly built a second empire, gaming. In 2008, Tencent invested in a small American studio called Riot Games, known for a project called League of Legends. Within a few years, Tencent bought the whole company. League of Legends went on to become one of the most played games on Earth. Next, Tencent bought stakes in Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, Supercell, Clash of Clans, and Activision Blizzard, Call of Duty. By 2020, Tencent was the largest gaming company in the world, owning or investing in hundreds of studios. But Tencent didn't just sell entertainment, it sold engagement. It built games that kept players hooked, learning their habits, rewarding them, and monetizing their time. Through gaming, Tencent discovered a goldmine, the psychology of addiction, and it applied that formula across its entire ecosystem, from social media to payments. The investment web, owning the internet without owning it. While most companies build products, Tencent built influence. Instead of competing, it started investing everywhere. It poured billions into companies across every industry. Spotify, Tesla, Reddit, Snap, Sea Limited, Universal Music, Ubisoft, even smaller startups you've never heard of. By investing instead of competing, Tencent became the invisible hand behind the digital economy. It didn't need to dominate every market, it just needed a piece of every success. This quiet strategy gave Tencent something more valuable than ownership: information. Through partnerships and data sharing, it could see trends before anyone else. It could predict where the internet was going and steer it. The data empire, the real source of power. Tencent's true power isn't in games or apps, it's in data. Every message, every payment, every like, every purchase, all stored, analyzed, and monetized. WeChat alone collects one of the richest data sets in human history. Who you talk to, what you buy, where you go, even what you say. With over 1 billion users, Tencent built an algorithmic empire that understands human behavior at an unprecedented scale. But this power comes with controversy. Critics accuse Tencent of surveillance, censorship, and cooperation with the Chinese government. In China, companies must comply with state data requests, and Tencent's platforms are no exception. While Western companies face privacy lawsuits, Tencent operates in a system where the lines between corporate and state power blur. To some, that makes Tencent an innovation miracle. To others, a digital giant built on control. The competition, Alibaba versus Tencent. For years, Tencent's greatest rival wasn't Google or Facebook. It was another Chinese giant, Alibaba, where Tencent controlled communication and entertainment. Alibaba dominated e-commerce and logistics. Their rivalry shaped the entire Chinese internet. WeChat Pay battled Alibaba's Alipay. Tencent's gaming empire fought Alibaba's investments in streaming and media. Both competed to control data, advertising, and digital payments. But unlike Silicon Valley's cutthroat wars, this battle wasn't just business. It was about ecosystems. Users in China often chose sides, live in the WeChat world or in Alibaba's. This competition pushed both companies to innovate faster, creating the digital infrastructure that powers modern China today. Global expansion, the silent invasion. While Western tech companies struggled to enter China, Tencent quietly expanded out of it. Through its gaming studios, social apps, and investments, Tencent began infiltrating global markets without anyone noticing. If you've played Fortnite, used WeChat, or streamed music on Spotify, you've touched Tencent's network. Even Hollywood isn't immune. Tencent Pictures help fund major blockbusters like Wonder Woman, Venom, and Top Gun, Maverick. But Tencent rarely takes the spotlight. Its name stays in the background, quietly collecting data, royalties, and influence from global audiences. By staying low profile, Tencent avoided the scrutiny that giants like Facebook or TikTok faced. It became the invisible empire behind modern digital life, the fall and the rebirth. But even empires stumble. In 2021, China's government launched a massive crackdown on its own tech giants, including Tencent. Regulations tightened around data privacy, gaming addiction, and monopolistic practices. Billions in market value vanished overnight. For the first time, Tencent had to scale back. It paused acquisitions, reduced game releases, and focused on compliance. Yet even through these challenges, Tencent adapted. It shifted focus to enterprise services, cloud computing, and international expansion. Its influence didn't fade, it evolved. The future? A digital superpower. Today, Tencent stands at a crossroads. With over 100,000 employees and control over vast digital ecosystems, it's more than just a company, it's a digital superpower. Its future lies not just in China, but in the global web it has quietly built, from games to payments to artificial intelligence. Tencent's investments in AI, cloud infrastructure, and robotics point toward a future where the company's influence extends far beyond social media. The irony? Tencent was once dismissed as a copycat. Today, it defines what the digital economy looks like. Its founder, Pony Ma, remains famously private, rarely giving interviews. But his vision is clear. Create a world where Tencent connects every aspect of life, seamlessly, invisibly, and profitably. From a tiny office in Shenzhen to a global empire touching billions of lives, Tencent's story is both inspiring and unsettling. It's a story about innovation, but also control, about connection and dependence. The real truth about Tencent isn't just how it built a trillion-dollar ecosystem. It's how, in doing so, it blurred the line between technology and power and reshaped the way humanity lives online. So the next time you open an app, play a game, or send a message, remember, you might be using Tencent's world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the business empires shaping our digital future, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories revealing the power, ambition, and secrets behind the world's most influential companies.